Hi, I'm Philip and I'm passionate about the health of the local church. I'm sure you agree with me that the health of your church is related to how engaged your members are during a sermon as well as the quality of the sermon. We at Church Life Resources have prepared a fully customizable preaching coaching program to help you improve your preaching skills and raise a strong, consistent preaching team for your church. You might be thinking, how can you ensure good preachers at the pulpit, whether it's on-site or online? How can you grow potential preachers to be of a high quality of preaching? How can you ensure that every sermon in your church is consistently impactful, that your audience is engaged from beginning to end? This is even more crucial through a time of COVID-19, whether online preaching or preaching from home may become normative practices. These are just some of the needs the preaching coaching program seeks to address.
I've been preaching for many years, but I decided that we need to raise up new preachers so we can form a preaching team for our church. So we engage Church Life Resources. We coach them how to prepare and how to deliver a sermon. But I also wanted customized coaching. So he would listen to their sermons and then he would provide one-on-one coaching for these new preachers. So I find that they've really grown in not just the skills but confidence. So that really helped me. I don't have to do all the preaching myself, and I think it also really benefit the congregation to have different preachers and really giving balanced diet to the church.
Sharing of God's Word can happen in several ways. It can happen through the one-on-one sharing and mentoring using God's Word. It could happen through Bible study classes or cell group facilitation where we discuss the Bible. But most foundationally, it happens through the key preaching at every service, wherever the location is held, whether it's an on-site service or an online service through video or through Zoom sharing. The preaching pulpit often plays a primary and triggering role. They are the platforms where all members, visitors, seekers hear that message, and they may be powerfully inspired, they could be convicted, and the message is supported through prayer counseling.
So I've been invited by Vicar to improve on my preaching, and he got Philip to coach the pastors, and I'm one of the beneficiary of Philip's coaching, and I was really blessed by it. His style was very personal. He tried to get to know me, my style, and I managed to level up my preaching, and my congregation has really been blessed by it. They see a major improvement the way I deliver my message.
I attended the preaching program as part of my preparation for my first sermon, and during the program I learned a basic framework on how to prepare and how to deliver on my sermon. In the process, we received detailed feedback, and it was very useful for me to track my progress along the way. As a result, I felt much more confident during my first sermon, especially in the preparation process, where I was able to think through how my congregation would respond and whether or not they will be engaged.
So if you are a pastor, a lay preacher, or in the preaching team, I hope that you will consider taking steps to raise the preaching standards of your church as a team. Take the initiative today. Grow in your personal preaching skill. Identify, recruit and raise potential preachers. Train and equip them as a team. Empower and position your team to be able to preach confidently both on-site and online, whether at the pulpit or from home. We hope to embark on this new phase of your preaching journey with you.